What is up, YouTube Universe and beyond? Trey here with another edition of Job Corps 411. In this week's video, I'm going to talk about a topic that might piss off two people. And those two people are the same two I'm going to piss off. Well, it kind of depends whether or not they might actually get mad at me because of reasons. I probably confused a lot of you right there, so let me clarify here. Let me just start off by saying, if you do something in public, you lose your right to privacy. I'm sorry. Now, before I go to more detail, here's a few disclaimers that you should know. One, I don't know these two people personally. I still don't to this day, so don't message me or try to reach out to me saying, hey, I've met these two guys or two people who went to the same Job Corps you did around this time frame. Are these the two you're talking about? Because I don't know them, so I wouldn't have an answer for you. And two, I won't be showing any footage of this because, well, one, YouTube policy guidelines obviously, and two, there is no footage. It's not like I didn't try to capture footage because, you know, I'm a perv or anything. I tried to capture it because it was so unbelievable that what happened, but I just couldn't get any good shots. You know, the footage I did capture, it was barely recognizable, could barely see what was going on, and just ended up not being able to use it at all. So, with that being said, turn off your speakers, put on your headphones, turn off the lights if you can, because we're going to talk about sex. When it comes to seeing or hearing about students having sexual intercourse on the premises, it's as strong as a possibility of being real as getting a day off from school. It's not common, but it's believable. In Job Corps, there are going to be people who you are going to like and not like. When a few of those people who like each other enough, or just happen to get enough alcohol in their systems, they are going to have sex. It's a reality in the Job Corps culture at this point. Most of the time, they would get some weekend passes and get whatever money they saved up from pay call and rent a hotel, motel, Holiday Inn, or what have you, for a night and a cup of coffee. Other times, they might not want to spend money that they might or might not have, and they decide, you know what, fuck it. My roommates are going to be here this weekend, let's just fuck in my room after Sunday after dinner. Now, in case you're watching this and thinking to yourself, that's fucking disgusting, Trey, who on earth would fuck another student on center? Aren't they supposed to be there to better themselves or something? To which I agree with you on that later part. You know, you're at Job Corps for a reason, and you shouldn't lose your head trying to chase some tail. You know, and the same thing for you ladies, you know, just, you came for Job Corps for a reason. You really should be thinking about what you need to be doing there for the long term instead of just what's going to feel good for the short term for a night or a weekend. You know, but on the other hand, I'd be lying if I said that I didn't know the feeling. You know, sometimes a person will get lonely and they'll want to have some, quote, company, unquote. Not everyone who has sex with another student is a slut or a thought or whatever your variation is for the word prostitute in your area. Then we go back to what I stated in the beginning. If you do it in public, you lose your right to privacy. There is a reason why the practice is referred to as what you do behind closed doors. In my personal experience, I was an asexual when I was in Job Corps. I had no strong sexual preferences to anything or anybody. Even watching porn, I didn't feel anything. Porn, for crying out loud. But that's besides the point. When it came to hearing about students having sex on center, it made for a very easy drama fuel and an even easier to get out of Job Corps. No, they won't expel you or anything, but you better believe there will be punishments for those who got caught doing this kind of thing or even attempting this kind of thing. Heck, some cases police involvement will be necessary if statutory was involved. I've heard of people getting caught having sex on center plenty of times, but I only seen it actually happen twice. The first time, I think I saw it happen, well, the aftermath of it happening, that is, when I was at the Gainesville Job Corps Center, and I saw a guy with a flat top haircut and his girlfriend hopping over the gate from doing the deed. I think they probably snuck out when the majority of center was at the dance. Don't ask. The second and last time I seen this happen was when I was in St. Louis, Missouri. This time, there was no assuming. It was a Saturday night, I had a room to myself that weekend, and I got up to the bathroom. Well, leaving my room, I spy with my little eye two figures in the front of the girls' honor dormitory, in the section where not that many people are really allowed to, because you're not allowed to hang around that part of this campus. These two people, the two I was talking about in the beginning, were outside at night having sex. At first, you might have confused them as two guys doing it, two males, but then you realize, wait, if these were two males, they would have just been doing this in the dormitory. I mean, nobody's gonna question it. It's not weird to see two guys in the dorm room playing video games, whatever. But, you know, to each his own, I guess. So here I am in the front of my window looking down, because I'm on the second floor. I'm looking down at these two individuals just going at it like rabbits, dude. Like, it was like past winter, but I think it was before spring, so it wasn't like really cold outside, but it was cold enough that they were both have to wear jackets and hoodies and whatever. Jesus, dude. So, like, watching these two like going at it, rabbits, like I already mentioned, it was funny and mind-blowing at the same time watching this go down. I say it was funny because, like, how every 10 strokes the guy would just stop and look to see if anyone was there nearby to see them, and then you have to wait a while to get hard again so he can keep going. At one point I thought they were done, but nope. The dude talked the manly shaped girl for one more round before bed. Wow. Unbelievable, dude. Like, it's shit like this that made me stay abstinent even after I completed Job Corps. The desperate shit people will do so they won't be lonely. Good grief, people. Well, them herpes worth it, though? That's my one question for you, dude, or female, but both of you. Were them herpes worth it? I'm just saying. And with that, I'm ending the video here. Thank you all for watching. As always, subscribe if you want more content, like if you appreciate the information, and share to spread the knowledge. Until next time, take care.